Where were you the night Shay Washington went missing?
Well, I was with her until I wasn't,
Can you be more clear? You were identified as being seen with the victim until approximately 2:14 a.m.
No, I don't know who said that's not true. My curfew is 10 p.m. I left the party and Randy dropped me off in front of my house at 9:55 p.m.
Someone is lying. I know you're hiding something. Start from the beginning. Again.
I already told you, man. I saw Shay at the party. She looked messed up, you know? She was hanging out with some creepy-looking older dude and that popular chick, Taylor.
And?
And what?
And that's the last you saw of her?
Yeah.
See, that's interesting because we have surveillance footage of you, Miss Washington, Miss Carver, and Mr. Owens leaving a convenience store on East Figueroa Street at 1:35 a.m.
Yeah, I forgot, alright? We just stopped to get some smokes.
And you also forgot that you were with Miss Washington and that you shoplifted $150 worth of merchandise. You know, I'd be happy to just cuff you right now and end this whole thing, or you can start.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Forgot that I met with Shay and Josh after the party, alright?
Where'd you go next?
Oh no, that part of the night was a blur.
I could always try to jog your memory. No? Okay. Then backtrack a little further in the night, so the picture becomes more clear to you.
All right. Well, after dinner, I had an ice cream sundae with my 95-year-old grandma, and then read my little brother a bedtime story. All right. After the convenience store, we lost Shay for a while. All right, she said she had to go take care of something, and she would meet us at Chandler Park in an hour.
Was that before or after you gave Shay Washington illegal narcotics?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do. Did you take this video?
Yes. I just thought that she looked like she was in trouble.
Then why didn't you call her parents or the police?
I was just trying to watch it, to do it myself so that I could...
Could what?
To watch it, you know, take care of her.
Oh, so you were helping her with your phone? Did you follow her all night?
Yes. I'm sorry, I should have called someone.
How often do you follow her?
Just this time. I mean, I watch her at school sometimes, but I don't follow her.
What's your relationship to Shay Washington?
Nothing. I mean, we're friends. Well, we were friends. 'Cause once we got to high school, she just got really busy with cheerleading and volleyball and prom committee, all that stuff. She says hi to me in the hallway sometimes. It's fine.
Is it? Are you in love with her? You got some kind of sick, twisted obsession with her?
No, she's beautiful and nice, and she just...
Do you ever have thoughts of doing bad things to her? You get jealous when you see her with other guys? I bet you do, don't you? Because it should be you, shouldn't it? Answer me!
No, I don't know, no!
Hey, back up. Control yourself, Detective Price.
Hi, my name is Detective Brady. You're Taylor Vargas, correct?
Yes.
How did you know the victim?
She's my best friend.
Did you attend the party at Channing Griffith's house on the evening of October 15th?
I did.
Did you see Shay there?
Yeah, we arrived together. I feel like this is my fault. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kiss him. He just caught me off guard. She swore the whole thing.
Who did, sweetheart?
Shay. She's been in love with him since as long as I've known her. I had a few drinks and I don't know. I mean, Channing had a few drinks and he kissed me. And I didn't stop him. It happened so fast and we got into this huge fight.
You and Shay got into a fight? Physical or verbal?
I'm not sure.
You can step back, Detective Brady. I can handle it from here.
Who were you fighting over?
Yeah, the two of them got into it. Shay shoved her to the floor pretty hard.
And what's your relationship with the victim?
We've known each other since junior high school. Everyone always expected us to be together. Maybe because we were both so popular.
Did you ever get the impression that Shay wanted to be?
I guess so. It was really hard to tell with her. She was just so, flirtatious. Like, really flirtatious with everyone.
Do you feel like many people would characterize her that way?
Honestly?
No, we absolutely don't want you to be honest when talking to the cops.
Okay, Price, enough.
Go on.
Yes, I think most people would say that Shay was promiscuous. Her most recent quest in life was to go braless 24/7 and completely sheer shirts, might I add. Because she told me she wanted to normalize breastfeeding. I think she got her causes mixed up. Don't get me wrong, I am a card-carrying feminist, but I think she was doing it more for the attention, not for babies.
Where were you the night of the incident?
Upstairs, studying with Nick Simon for my advanced chem test.
So you studied at a party?
Yeah, I'm failing 4 classes.
Ah, so Rachel is being a good friend and helping you pass your classes?
No, we're not friends. She's getting paid. My dad forced me to get a tutor, otherwise he sent me to military school. I don't do well with authority, so...
And you're Channing Griffith's brother?
Step brother. I have zero relation with everyone's favorite golden boy.
Jealous?
Nope. He's a tool. He's a follower disguised as a leader. Everything he does is to get everyone else's approval.
Did you see Shay that night?
Yeah, she came into my room wanting to mix alcohol with the pills she took.
Would you consider yourself friends with her?
Used to be. Things changed, though. We have an understanding of each other.
So would you say you come to each other when you need help?
You could say that.
Would you say this was a cry for help? She seemed to be behaving erratically.
What is erratically?
He means, was your sister acting strange or different?
Oh, she seemed angry a lot and sometimes sad. Once I saw her crying by herself in the kitchen. She never cries. Ever.
Do you remember what happened that night? And what were you doing up at that time?
I heard a crash outside. I saw her hitting a tall boy in the chest. She was crying. Again.
What happened next?
I called her name and it seemed like she heard me, but she just started running away from home.
What did the boy do?
He got in a car, spun around, and drove toward where she ran.
Approximately what time was this?
I think about 5 a.m. The car's bright lights reflecting into my window woke me up. I ran downstairs to see what was happening. Then I saw her run past our dining room window. It looked like she was trying to get into our backyard shed. I think she wanted to hide. Her clothes were torn. She hid behind the shed because it was locked.
What happened next?
He came to the back, jiggled on the lock,
banged on the door, and ran back to the front. The car's lights faded off into the distance, and she came out from behind the shed. She slumped down onto the ground and just stayed there, shaking.
What did he look like?
Tall, it was too dark to see his face.
Then what did you do?
I ran upstairs to get my dad. When we came down, she was gone. The next day, my brother and his friend said they saw a crazy girl on their paper road early in the morning. You should talk to them.
We will. Thank you. Anything else?
Yeah, it wasn't even light out yet. She came running out of a storm drain and crashed into us.
We were riding our bikes. She didn't see us because she was running while looking backwards. I thought she was a zombie. She fell on top of me and was flailing her arms around like a wild animal. Her face was drenched in blood, and she had a rusty pipe in her hands too.
I thought she was going to hit him with it, and she almost did. But then it was like she snapped out of a trance.
She jumped off me and was crying. We asked her if she needed help. She just backed up, looking around frantically, swinging the pipe, and then she took off running.
She didn't get very far when all of a sudden there was a flash of light from the sky. It almost touched the sidewalk. It was so bright that it blinded us, and then it was gone, and so was she.
A flash of light, like lightning?
No, it was more than that. It covered every inch of everything you could possibly see.
Really? Are you sure you didn't see anyone chasing her?
Who wasn't chasing her? That girl literally had people following her around like they were her dogs.
How'd that make you feel?
I couldn't care less. I'm the most perfect guy in the world. Anyways, plus, I mean, she threw herself at everyone. It was kind of pathetic. I'll give her credit though. It worked. She even had college guys trying to date her.
Were you too close?
I wouldn't say that. She rounded out my ideal group of friends. I needed someone that was pretty and free-spirited, but lacked self-esteem. It's all about the company you keep, right? I can't have anyone around me that's too confident. After all, I am the queen bee.
Right, got it. Rumor has it that you're the queen bee. Is it true that your perfect guy cheated on you with Shay Washington?
Is it a joke?
Not as far as we are concerned. A number of sources have corroborated that statement and also said that after finding out, you unleashed a smear campaign of epic proportions against Shay. Is that true?
Yes, it is true. She did some awful things to Shay. Seriously, some traumatizing things. Normally, I wouldn't speak about these things because, Savannah doesn't like people talking about her when she's not around. And Shay was so nice to me. And now that she's gone, I think it's the least I can do.
Do you suspect that Savannah had anything to do with her disappearance?
Oh, what? No. Yeah, Savannah was cruel, but she would never do anything that drastic. Besides, she was that type of person that lived for the showmanship of it all. She wanted everyone to know that she was boss. And every time she wanted to terrorize someone, she put on this big performance.
Then who do you think was responsible for this?
I don't usually like to get involved in other people's business. It screws with my alignment. Like she, I like to stay as zen as possible at all times. Shay, her aura was pure white, so I was concerned when I heard about her. Savannah, on the other hand, she had one of the darkest red auras I've ever seen.
Which means?
It means that Shay was a good egg, pure of heart. Savannah, well, she was just savage.
So you're saying that Savannah could have had something to do with Shay going missing?
I didn't say that specifically. I hope this doesn't bring bad karma into my life, but yeah, I wouldn't put it past her. You get on the wrong side of that girl and you're done.
And you don't think she could have run away or done something to harm herself?
There's no way. She was so full of life, it made me sick how happy she was. She would always say she was so grateful to wake up every day.
Was so full of life.
Is. I meant is.
What was your relationship with the victim?
We're sisters.
She didn't mention another sibling.
We're full-blood sisters. Kimmy's our half-sister. I hate my mother. She tried to pit us against each other our whole lives. After the divorce, I went to live with our dad.
When was the last time you saw your sister?
The night she disappeared, she called me on a random cell phone number, hysterically crying. I couldn't make out what she was saying. Then I heard a man's voice and she hung up.
Mia, how did you see your sister that night if she didn't tell you where she was?
We have this thing. We've had it since we were young. Whenever we needed to talk, or we were in trouble, or couldn't handle, life, we would meet at Chandler Park at the swings. We'd give each other a look and we'd know where to go. Well, actually, I was always the one giving her the look, not the other way around. I was the one that needed her. So I knew things were bad when she reached out to me.
Were you jealous of your sister?
Of course not. I loved her.
Well, we have a witness stating that they saw the two of you fighting in the park. What was that about?
If you ask me, deep down, I think that Mia has always been envious of her younger sister. She was popular, outgoing, and everyone loved her.
And Mia, what did people think of her?
I'd say people thought she was unapproachable. The polar opposite of Shay. We were sophomores together when we were all in high school. You'd never know they were sisters. It wasn't like she was unpopular, just unreachable. She was the cool bad girl that no one could touch. She was the girl who would smoke cigarettes under the bleachers and only talked when she had something really epic to say.
What happened during the fight?
I was walking by the park and saw Mia was screaming at Shay. Shay was crying. The guy came around and shoved Mia to the ground and pinned her down.
Then what happened?
Then Randy and Josh pulled him off of her. Shay shouted, "Can you both just go?" to Mia and the random guy. And then Mia begged her to let her help. But she just turned her back on her. She asked Josh if he could take her home. And then, as we walked away from Mia, she shouted, "I promise you, you'll regret this."
What do you think she meant by that?
No idea, but we dropped her off at her house at around 5 a.m. As we were driving away, I looked back and I saw the green Mustang rounding the corner. I begged Randy and Josh to take me back to Shay so I could check that she was alright.
Why are you doing this to me? Please stop following me. I didn't do anything. Please.
But they said we should just mind our own business.
They'll be looking for me soon. Let me go. Please let me go. No.
A few minutes later, the sky lit up all around them. It was like a blast from an explosion, but bigger.
Please! Please let me go! No!
I looked back again just as we were turning the corner, but Shay and the man were gone. And Randy and Josh said they never saw her flash. I know what I saw.